Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Here we are this morning on August 11th, a gorgeous Monday morning in sunny Colorado. I hope you guys are having a lovely morning this morning. Let me get my volume turned down on this so it doesn't interrupt us. Okay, we got a great episode for you here today. Making money in crypto. How we make money in crypto. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is education that you take and make your own, and then you figure out your own financial advice or talk to your financial advisor, because I'm not one. This is simply for education and information. And making money in crypto is pretty easy if you've got patience and you've got a little money. And if you don't, then forget about it. Don't even try, because you're not going to do it. Unlikely. You might be one of the lucky ones, right? But highly unlikely that you will be able to do it unless you do something like what I'm going to explain right now. And it's still not financial advice. It's a way. It's but a way. Now, as you can imagine, your first step would be figure out what you want to buy. Get on a proper exchange, platform, brokerage, and figure out what you actually want to buy. Because until you know what you want to buy, you can't. What are you going to do? You're not doing anything until you know. How do you do that? You have got to research. Research until you are blue in the face. Now, this is a boring step for most folks. I understand. A lot of folks want this step spoon-fed to them. Spoon-fed to them, and I understand it. I get it. If you're not into it, you're not into it. I get it. I am into it. I happen to be into it. Hopefully you are too. You probably are if you're on this channel, right? So first step is to research until you are blue in the face. That goes for investing in anything. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. This is education. And this is the way that I do it. Note the title, How I Make Money in Crypto. So research. Find a great project such as XRP, Ripple and XRP. Now, you don't get lucky. That's not what this is about. You can try some meme coins and try your luck if you wish. But if you want to really do this properly, you've got to have patience. You got to have a little money. You've got to have, did I say patience? Oh, and I really mean patience, because if you don't have a lot of patience when you're doing this, you will gain patience. You will gain patience. It will take just a little bit. But the first rule is research. You're looking for coins or projects that have a strong backing. They've got a strong C-level management, they've got employees, they've got a nice brick and mortar structure, they follow regulations, they pay their taxes, they're transparent, they give all the reports they need to, attestations and everything, and, they're all on the solid. The company's on the up and up. It's a crypto company, but it's on the up and up. And you're like, okay, well, this stuff's crypto. It's interesting. I was told to stay away from that, and it's very dangerous, and it's for nefarious people and nefarious dealings, and okay, but this seems like a real company. For instance, this one Ripple that's based in San Francisco and has offices in Ireland. I think the headquarters might be is the headquarters in Ireland? Somebody help me with that. It's kind of embarrassing that I don't know that. No, Ripple's headquarters I thought were in San Fran. But anyway, they could be in Ireland. World headquarters. Anyway, they operate in multiple countries, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, now Ripple just got is embroiled in an SEC lawsuit for some time. This was kind of a few months into the lawsuit. My buddy told me about XRP, about Ripple and XRP, and I thought, that sounds like your classic right there. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put some money in the old Ripple, the old XRP, because that's Ripple's native token to the ledger. Interesting. XRP's native to the ledger. People always Man, people in the comments, I got to tell you, the people in the comments, boy, you need some love in your life. Anyway, I mean, he goes into comment sections and just says, "Oh, this guy. Oh, what?" And it's like, what? Well, somebody said to me in the comments. Well, I gotta say this. Somebody in the comments goes, "This guy doesn't know what decentralized finance is. Oh my gosh, turning it off or something like that." And I'm thinking to myself, dude, literally a third grader at this point, a kindergartner knows what DeFi is. Like, are you serious that you're saying that I don't know? Really? That I'm on here with all my info and you're saying that? The most elementary thing? Really, trolley boy? Yeah, so this is what we get sometimes in comments, and it's kind of funny. But anyway, back to what you're going to do. Yeah, you're going to make sure they're solid. Then you're going to purchase them. And I would recommend checking where you pay. This is the crucial step now after you've researched your pants off. I can tell you how to research too, by the way. That'd be a really long episode. If you guys don't know how to research, I think about what I can actually offer as value and potentially, rightfully, fairly charge for. And I do believe that something like that could be. You know, that's interesting. Huh. I just might do that coming up. Show everybody how to research. I realize this is what's lacking. Folks don't want to, don't know how, any of the above in the recipe, whatever. End result, they don't research proper. That's the end result. The why, multiple whys. Okay, I get it. But if that step isn't done properly and thoroughly, go home. Don't even bother. Don't even go putting any of your money in. Doesn't make any sense. Nope, I won't do it. I won't put my money in. If I haven't done proper research, that makes 0 sense to me. 0. Don't do it. Okay. Once again, not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I am here to educate, and I'm here to lay out some key principles on how one invests, particularly in cryptocurrency, and we have chosen XRP as what we'll invest in. And good morning, everybody. Chris, good morning. No echo this morning. Yes, sir. We fixed it, buddy. What's going on this morning? How's everybody doing in the chat this morning? We're running over the very basic, how we make money in crypto. And guys, I know, all right, here's the deal. Here's what I struggle with on the channel, guys. Creating content that is palatable for you who've been in crypto for a while, right? Because you're on this channel, you've probably been in for a little bit, most folks. And then there's newcomers to crypto who are on this channel as well, though, who they see crypto info, which is cool, and they're like, oh, that's basic information on crypto, right? Blockchain made easy, and we try to, we really do, including with the whiteboard and everything, and take a teaching kind of mentality. And so that said, we're trying on the channel. We try to be interesting. We try not to be pains in the butts for those of you who know crypto and know how to invest and so forth. But you never know. You could glean something from this, and I'll try to make it as entertaining as I can. And I'll try to zip through this too, because I want to get to getting you guys going in comments and stuff. And yeah, we fixed the comments. The echo, Chris, my guy came over yesterday, which is awesome, and we got him fixed. All right, we got it fixed. But here's the deal. When it comes to investing in crypto, first of all, I got to say it. It's a million times I'm going to say it. You got to talk to your own financial advisor or your family member or yourself in the mirror, okay? I can't be that for you. But I am going to be an educational mouthpiece. And I am going to sit here and say, I don't care if the person has and I'm not making fun, has an 80 IQ. I really mean this. Somebody with literally a freaking 80 IQ, you guys, can literally do this. It is literally a freaking 5-step process that has some subsets to it, right? It's got a few other steps, right? But come on, guys. It's choosing utility coin or project, and you could choose a hypey one if you want to. Purchasing it on an exchange, and what I recommend is being very careful where you purchase it, because if you purchase it on Uphold, you might not be able to get that pull that coin off. Most of them make you wait just a little bit of time before you can pull them off. But Coinbase, I don't know what their deal is. I use them, barely use Coinbase. I use Uphold quite a bit. I mean, I know there are coins that I cannot pull, projects I can't pull off of Coinbase, of Uphold. Be careful to know ahead of time. You can know ahead of time. Go on to Uphold, and it'll tell you to pull a box up and say, you got to know later you can't pull this coin off this exchangeable. And you decide if you want to buy it. But be careful about knowing that you can pull your coins off, please, into cold storage. I highly recommend Caleb and Brown. If you check them out, you'll see why. I'm a pain in the butt. I am very careful before I engage with any human being with anything, even the time of day. I'm really weird like that. So it's odd that I'm on YouTube and talking to people in the comment section. I really mean that because my wife is like, it's kind of weird that you're doing this. Yeah, I'm very strange like that, guys. So I'm very careful and very cautious about what bank I choose, whatever I use. I didn't use Venmo for the longest time. That's how I am. Anyway, be careful. And I love Caleb and Brown, is my point, by the way. So be careful about vetting out very nicely what platform or exchange you're going to purchase your or brokerage that you're going to purchase your crypto on, right? Because Caleb and Brown is a brokerage. They're not an exchange like an Uphold. They're different. But anyway, and then you want to know things like, I mean, there's a number of things to know. You want to look at token dynamics. You want to look at where it's going in the world with its real world utility. You want to look at its tech stacks, what's under the hood. You want to look at for certain its supply, its escrow liquidity, its tokenomics in general. Totally crucial. Oh my gosh. Look at all of these, okay? Because if you choose something like a quant, you see like, oh my gosh, quant really jumps, doesn't it? Yeah. So does Bitcoin. Look at their tokenomics. Look at how many are, how much they actually have. Look at how many, 21 million Bitcoin total. But look at the tokenomics and look to see if you're going to have a nice little runner, or are you going to see one that's going to experience very little price movement, which is fine. Maybe you want one for the steady, you know. Regulation is going to change things coming up here, guys. You want to look at where, I've got some notes here going for me, but you want to look at where it stands legally, its market structure, its liquidity, obviously crucial, always. You do have to dig through a whole bunch of stuff. It is true. You've got to dig through the internet. You got to get onto X. You got to get on Reddit. You got to get on Google. You got to get on AI. You got to get on YouTube. You got to get on TikTok, blah, 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 blah. You go to your public library. You go to all your sources and you learn about that project. And when and if you feel comfortable, you go ahead and purchase. Take a look at I would always recommend take a look at the chart, see where it's been, see where it's going, go back at least on a 90-day, go back to go back to a 90-day on the chart, take a peek at a halfway decent purchase point. I'm telling you what I do. I don't split hairs with this piece. If I feel like we're going to have Black Swan event coming up shortly or whatever, I'll wait a little bit, okay? But otherwise, I do not do that, and I simply purchase at what I think is a low point. Purchase. Once purchased, I highly recommend putting it into cold storage wallets. And then, of course, Caleb Brown has institutional grade custody with Fireblocks that guards your crypto. That's another thought. I say go find another 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Be solid like on an XRP on 1 or 2. Be solid on all of them, but I would say I go heavy-handed on 2, or if I'm going to choose 5, 6, 7, I'll go heavy-handed on 2, 3. If I'm going to choose, I have something like 46, and I went heavy on quite a few of them, actually. But that's that's for a number of reasons. But it's a number of reasons. Guys, here's the deal. In investing, my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, investing in crypto in an early asset class or AI or something like that. Somebody who's got some kahunas, somebody who's got some dollars, somebody who has got some conviction, somebody who's got some brains and some smarts, somebody who's got some patience, can do it. Need all these things. Really do. Really do. And by smarts, I mean that when I say somebody literally with an 80 IQ can do this. These steps are simple. You get to step 3, By the way, within kind of step 2 and step 3, you're going to be dollar cost averaging. You're going to do what we call DCA, which means you don't care what the price is. You have a set purchase going on and you're just grabbing. You're grabbing every Thursday or whatever. You're dollar cost averaging. You're loading up on this coin. Sometimes the price is lower than your average purchase price. Sometimes it's higher. You could give two craps because you continue to dollar cost average DCA during this time, this phase. I'm going to call this kind of like phase 2, 3. This is what I meant about there being subsets, right? You guys know this. You guys know this. You guys know this already. I mean, I know I'm probably boring the crap out of you, but I might be alerting you to something, or you may be gleaning something that maybe you hadn't thought of. I don't know. I highly doubt it, though. Come on. A lot of you folks, I believe, probably could teach me crypto that are in the comments, which I love. I love that. We have no ego here on the channel that we're aware of. We love to be taught by our community. Anything that we're lacking or we have incorrect that we could have incorrect about crypto. We're pretty good, though. So, somebody tell me what they think step 3 is. We know what step 3 is. This kind of is step 3. I mean, it's kind of included in here. You're just buying. You're buying. You're also buying the dips. Let's not forget that. All right, so when we drop below key support levels, which we're calling dips, oh boy, we're buying those. We're buying them up. Crucial to keep buying the dips. Yes. Now, you check your cold storage wallets. You go every few months or so, perform your updates on your wallets. Make sure nothing's going on, by the way, with the projects that you chose. You're not interested in having a tank job happen, right? You know what I mean? Take a look and make sure that the C-level management isn't drunk in the gutter somewhere. You know what I mean? Make sure that everybody is up on the up and up, and the company is filing quarterly reports and attestations and proving what they're doing for numbers and everything else. Now, you're going to continue to buy like nobody's business. You're going to buy. Best that you can, okay? You're not going to use mortgage money. You're not going to use your car payment money or gas money or whatever, right? Or food money or food for the kids, whatever. You're being very careful about only using bubblegum money. This is only your extra money. You're being very careful with your wallets and your keys, that you're not falling for phishing scams. This goes along with this process. You've got to be very careful because people are out there, bad people, trying to get folks' crypto. It's horrible. I agree. What kind of human being is going to do that? Rather interesting, huh? That's kind of weird to do that on a daily basis. I could see, I can't see it, but somebody gets aggravated, heat of the moment, something right, but to be calculated over days and days and months and years, and for folks that do this to other people's crypto wallets and try to take their crypto, boy, what an interesting kind of human being to do that. Anybody who could be listening that is that type of person, what a weird creature you might be. How odd to prey on fellow brothers and sisters and take their, what an odd piece of behavior. Boy. Woo! Anyway, you want to make sure that you keep everything offline. Don't fall for the scams. Yeah, I was going to go crazy on that, and I calmed myself right down. Those people, because, Tank's kind of the sheepdog protector kind of guy for his fellow brothers and sisters. And boy, don't even get me going. On the folks that prey on our crypto and try to steal our crypto. How do you guys feel about those people? You guys, y'all cool with that? Yeah. Not cool at all. Guys, always keep passwords, everything in key spots, safe spots that are protected from fire, water, and someone trying to take them. So steal them, so a fireproof, waterproof safe. A lot of folks do not like the bank. I get it. It is advisable, I think, to keep another location, at least one, to have your seed phrases, your 20, usually sometimes 12. It's usually 24 words. To keep those private, that's the key back into your wallet. Best to keep those on metal, engraved. I like metal engraved. Some folks like those metal nifty little, which is fun. The engraver is not expensive. I think it was like 15 bucks on Amazon, and then the little metal plates. And you literally engrave them, and it's kind of fun. Taking ownership in your crypto, creating notebooks. Um, I was going to do a be right back and go grab my notebook that has my diagrams, but I can't. It's going to take too long. I have to remember to do that and show you all my early crypto diagrams on Orchid VPN project, which, by the way, I've never heard anybody talking about it. I've never heard anybody in the comments say, oh, yeah, Orchid, I saw that one. Guys, there's so many crypto projects that have not gone away and are still building and are going to surpass all-time highs this next bull run, and could have been purchased at such low prices that it will make a gas station attendant salary individual who played it properly wealthy from crypto coming up in some months or so. Greatest transfer of wealth in human history coming up with crypto. Let's get back to the talk and get back to the, oh, good morning, Marty. Let's get back to the talk on step 3 on how to get it. Basically, and I'm going to have some where I'm going to get bold and say how I got rich on crypto, and the because I don't think that's against anything saying, that I'm giving financial advice. Good morning, Doug. How are you, buddy? What's up, man? And welcome in, Marty, and welcome in everybody else is in here. Chris, good morning. Chris says Tangent is very easy. Yeah, I've heard Tangent while it's really easy, you guys. I don't use Tangent. It's probably one of the only ones I do not use. And no upgrades required ever. Okay, I'm going to have to check out Tangent. Yeah, thanks for that tip, Chris. Chris, you're in the UK, right? Is it afternoon for you right now? Pretty sure it's like kind of like 2 o'clock right now or something, right? Isn't it? What time is it in the UK? You guys about 8 hours ahead? Doug Oates drinking coffee this morning. Two big paws. What up, dog? Welcome back in. Guys, I get so excited when our people come back in the community. I'm such a cornball. My wife's like, you get so excited. You're such a dork. I'm like, well, it's kind of fun. Talking to other people who actually want to talk about crypto. You have no idea. You have no idea. You do know. You try to talk to people about crypto outside of here, and they're like, oh, okay. Okay, have another one. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I love it. I love how the world does not know crypto yet. Literally 10, 13% or something of Americans own crypto. Like nobody even like really knows yet. They're listening to, I got to be careful about what I say. Certain media stations that are saying crypto's for nefarious dealings, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they're backing up the truck. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah. And once the tech is finished behind the scenes here, all the tech and in front of the scenes, and actually regulation is finished and it all meets the real world and actually interfaces with the real world. And then they're all going to go, oh, yo, we bought so much because we just thought it might be something. We weren't sure. You dumped millions into low cost credit. I know, but we just thought it might be something. We didn't know. We didn't understand the tech. Why were you bad mouthing it on the news and everything? We just didn't understand it then and stuff. Wow. Every single time. Let's get to step 4. Step 4. Let's get back to comments. Sorry, we got new people in here. I'm crazy, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm such a whack job. I think you guys might be watching me because I am so crazy. Yeah, I got to check Tangent. Dogs. I got to check Tangent out. I've been told. Not just by two paws. Yeah. I don't know. Well, anyway, let me get back to it. I'm trying to figure out what comments means. I'm processing and I'm supposed to be the host and I'm not doing my job. Hang on one sec now, guys. You want to keep researching while you're holding. We're running through, for newcomers, we're running through what you guys already know. You guys have bags packed who are in here, probably. There's quite a few folks that are not my regulars, Chris and Doug and Marnie and Two Paws who know what the heck's going on with crypto and I'm sure have bags packed. God bless you. I think you guys saw the light early enough, and I think you guys are going to be very well set. Good for you for having some kahunas. Because you do. You got to have some balls, don't you? You do. Because everybody around you is going, that crypto stuff? What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I know you do. Yeah. You got to have some kahunas. You got to have some conviction. Have to have done research to be where you guys are. because I know you guys, good for you. I know, don't tell me, I know what it is, but I know you guys are holding nice bags of good crypto. Like when I do that, I feel like I want to do the guinea thing, the Italian thing. My Italian grandmother or my mom going, "You want some nice salad?" No, I want some bad salad. Yeah, I want some nice salad. What? You want some nice? You want some nice fruit? Always with Italians, it's hilarious. If you're Italian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's freaking hilarious. Anyway, you want to look for macro trends. You want to look for adoption signals. You want to. I got notes here with. I mean, there's so much on this, guys. I can go into so much deeper detail than what I even did with my notes here and what I'm doing off the top of my head. So I'm trying to keep myself somewhat focused. You've got adoption signals. You've got regulatory changes. You got liquidity health. That is always a concern. Liquidity is crucial to any financial market, as you know, if you've been doing this. Liquidity gone, market basically gets all chinky in the armor. Um, Macro trends we want to keep an eye on. And now here's the deal. I don't know if you guys do this or not, but keep a crypto. I highly recommend keeping. It's not in my notes, but I'm remembering things that I did on the track. Keep a crypto notebook. I got to pull this thing out and show you guys my diagrams. It's pretty hilarious on some future programs here, some future episodes. Get weird, get geeky with this stuff. Be a weirdo. Sit there and be like, no, wait a minute. I don't know if I really understand this. And then go to Google and hit the all or hit Google Patents or go to check Google Patents, a good source too for research. Go check, pull the diagram up on Google as you're researching and literally recreate the diagram in your notebook and take a freaking half hour to do that. You wouldn't believe, most people learn this way. You wouldn't believe if you haven't done it, how you can absorb how that project now works and interfaces with the world. If you diagram out, for instance, something like this in your notebook, because the act of you writing it, sorry guys, I'll get to comments in 2 seconds. I feel like this is crucial because my wife looks at me and she goes, this is why you're successful in crypto. And I watch a lot of people and they're kind of not. She goes, you got to tell and teach these people. I'm like, they don't want to know this. I'm a weirdo. This stuff I'm doing is really weird. Nobody's going to do this. Like, you'd be surprised. I bet people are learning like this and you don't know. So anyway, the diagram, something like this. Oh, God. Something like this. Ripple's ODL solution. I mean, that's the most basic thing in the world, but that's what I mean. And getting very elaborate on, ACH and wire and the types, where it's coming from, you know, Fed, chaps over in UK, blah blah blah, the settling clearinghouses and getting all that in there, and then the tech stacks and who might want to be, if you were doing the QFS, the quantum financial system, then we're throwing quant in here as the protected layer around, guarding and drawing diagrams, guys. Crucial to understanding, in my opinion. What do I know? What do I know? I drew that some time ago and thought that was funny. You probably can't see it because it's got a backdrop, but yeah, I drew that some time ago and thought that was hilarious. And that was when I was being some kind of a weird maxi. Let's not be maxi. But that's not one of the diagrams. I'm talking about real learning diagrams, guys. You want some nice crypto? You want some nice crypto? Yes, I want some nice crypto. Yes, thank you. You're so cute. With the cheek pinching and crap. Jeez, these Italians. Guys, you want to... Wait, hang on. Nelson, what's up, dude? How you doing, bro? Welcome in. Welcome in, dude. Hey, nice to see you in again. Thank you, everybody. And nice to see everybody. And I appreciate you spending some time with us this morning. Hey guys, do me a favor in the comments. Would you please let me know when I'm being a jackass, number one, when I'm being boring, when I'm being inaccurate about something. Um, yeah, let me know because my job is to be exciting, interesting, flavorful, and palatable for you, the listener. And sometimes I get caught in my own little world and I slow it up or I get stupid. You got to holler at me and keep me on track sometimes. Um, Guys, research is going to prepare you. Hold on, two pause saying something here in the comments. I got to make sure I keep an eye. Ripple's escrow is the secret sauce, ensuring constant liquidity, continual price stability. Meanwhile, BTC maxis Ripple owns too much and dumps all over you. I know. I agree. We all agree. I know. This is the thing with the maxi. All right, guys, here's the thing with the Wait, hang on. Let's keep going. Satoshi, I know. That's the thing. Satoshi has 1 million. And right, exactly. Nobody even knows who he is. I know, guys. Oh, geez, two pause. Don't get me going on contentious, maxi trail. Let me be kind and awesome and loving this morning. And you too. And you make good points. Two pause. I'm not saying you're wrong. You are definitely over the target, dude. And I know you're probably saying all this with a smile, kind of giggling. You're not saying it as like a contentious, mean thing. I know you're not. I can see people in the comments. I love our community. You guys are so freaking cool. Two pause. I know you're totally like just saying it as a funny thing. I know. It's hilarious. It's like, I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's okay. Maybe we can figure out how to all play a part in the crypto space. At least the big players like BTC, Ethereum, and XRP and Quant, and even Solana. Turkey Base, what up? How you doing? Good morning. Welcome in. I was greedy last night and this morning and bought what I thought were the dips, but now they're just dipping and dipping. No, you're good. Turkey Base, look at any. Oh gosh. Hey, Turkey Base, how about this? Take a peek back on the all charts on what you purchased, and then draw a trend line to where it's going a year or two. What you purchased, most likely, the ones you purchased, not financial advice. Draw a trend line, and then look at where you purchased and think if you bought too high. You didn't. That's my opinion. I know, well, if 4 Satoshis, and then, yeah, don't sweat it. It's turkey-based, not financial advice. If you stay on the channel, you will see how to do it properly. Guys, I need to get back to the rest of this talk and finish it up, and we're getting back to comments. Let me just finish this last one because we're on a roll here with this. We're making a good point. Guys, hey, BTC Maxis, we're not trying to get on your case. What we are saying here in the community, in this community here, is that we need to be genuine and honest and accurate about the crypto projects and the tech stacks that are under the hood, what they do, their place in the world, their tokenomics, who created them and so forth, how they're being run in the world. We have to be honest, Bitcoin Maxis and everybody, every Maxi, including XRP Army, about all of this stuff. We've got to be honest about it. If we're not honest and accurate, we're not going to research well, we're not going to choose well, and we're not going to make money in crypto. No room for emotion, even though I get all excited and get emotional. When I say that, what I mean is no room to get emotional with the click of the mouse. There's no room for that when making the actual move. Do not be emotional, ever. Another crucial piece of advice, if I could be any more emphatic. Don't do what I'm doing right now, which is be emotional. Don't be emotional. We can't. Or you're gonna make. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't want to bring it up because I don't want to. Okay. I know somebody who I don't know if they're kicking themselves or not, and I could be wrong. Okay. Full transparency, whole ton of Casper for the longest time. Saw the tech stacks of Casper. Followed Kevin Cage for the longest time and some others. Did my research on Casper. Said, holy cow, Casper's not playing games. Look at the tech stacks. Purchased a ton. News comes out one day. You remember not long ago. I remember Kevin Cage felt so bad about this that he pushed Casper and blah, blah, blah. And he felt like and it's like, Kevin, you're giving information. You don't need to feel bad, buddy. That has nothing to do with you, bro. Shout out to Kevin Cage. That dude's awesome. Love me some Kevin Cage. One of the cool early people in crypto that taught me so much early on. Great voice, too. What a speaking voice on that dude. Here's the deal. Really, he was made for television and radio, that dude. Guys, My somebody I know sold their Casper when it went to Prove AI, when it went to HBAR. Prove AI went to HBAR, sorry. And yeah, I bought more, a ton more. Full transparency, hold a buddy buttload of Casper. Let's see what Casper's could, because Casper Labs has not stopped. Don't be emotional with crypto. Be calculated and thoughtful. When it did that, I thought, what is going to hurt? I have so much Casper that if this is a thing that is not that big of a deal with Casper right now, and down the road Casper goes to, $2, $3, $5 or whatever, I am already holding so much that it's down so much right now, it's buy time on Casper. And I bought the crap out of it. Why? Because I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to help you. Hey, who asked? Who said I think I don't know what I'm doing, or whatever it is? Wait, hang on. Let me get to that. Who was that? Turkey Base? Yeah, Turkey Base. Don't worry. Stay on the channel. I'm not bragging. I know what I'm doing. It's actually common sense. You literally can know what you're doing in a matter of just some days. You just need to get it. It just needs to click. It's fire sale time when this stuff is low. It's not crying your coffee time. Oh, I think I might need to sell it before it goes too low. What are you talking about? Buy more. What are you doing? All right, now financial advice on the channel. Don't get me crazy. Oh, yeah, don't get you guys are laughing, right? Don't get emotional. This guy's about as emotional as it gets. Not when I use this, the old mouse. Not when I purchased my crypto. Let me get to back to my comments, and I will get to the final steps. There are kind of 2 more steps with making money in crypto. Don't know what you guys heard of the episode, because I've been yapping, and then people come in later, and I'm trying to follow comments, and it's quite a thing. Anyway, not complaining. I love the activity. You guys are the best ever. You really are. I mean that. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us in here. All right. Comments. Big Paw says they'll be playing on the XRPL, and that is entirely how I see it. BTC remain. Yeah, you may be right. On the back of XRP. Yep. You could be correct, dude. Larson said he's put up to $5 million of his own money to find a solution to BTC's greener issues. Right, I remember that. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. All right, know what you buy for sure, says Doug. This is about holding on and holding diamond hands for sure. It is. It's about patience. Tupac says 2 Satoshis. At Dugout. Satoshi says it will require at least one other person that did a particular type of coding that he didn't. Yeah, what is the connection with, so is Schwartz one of the Satoshis? Is he? Is that Casper or Caspa? It is Casper, 2 paws. It is Casper Labs. Caspa's a killer too. I missed that one. But yeah, Casper Labs. Everybody will say to me right now, wah, 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 because they remember that Prove AI went over to HBAR, about a year ago or so. Casper took a tank show, and the old tanker bought a ton more because I was already holding so much. And now Casper Labs, of course, has not gone anywhere. Well, you're going to have to just see for yourself. Yeah, good question. What did you buy, Turkey Base? You never said. Nice point, 2 paws. Yeah, I think Schwartz is one of the Satoshis too, and he thinks it's probably not even a big deal. Jeez. Guys, this whole crypto thing cracks me up. I love it. It's the funnest thing ever. I got to finish my step 5. My step 5. It's kind of 4 or 5-ish. We're going to go ahead and John McAfee said it on Twitter that it was already been and then deleted. Yeah, McAfee. Is he another Elvis has left the building? Do you think he's still going? He's still around and kicking? Things that make you go, could it be? Not saying it is, but could it be? If the shoe is fitting Cinderella puts it on and wears it. Now here's the thing. Step 4 and 5 with this whole thing. Make sure, please, that we're being careful of scams, that we're watching the whole way through, that the C-level management is not drunk in the gutter somewhere, that the project is still rocking and rolling, still has traction in the real world, didn't suffer, I was going to say SEC lawsuit, but if I said that, then you know what I mean on that one. Just be careful, right? That the project is still good and that you keep purchasing and that you're holding it in careful, safe spots and you're not falling victim to phishing scams. Okay, that's kind of step number 4, all wrapped into one. Step number 5, you're going to set up your cell and you're not going to be a millionaire on paper and ride your bags all the way down this time, right? Right. Not your fault last time. We had a fake out double top that was lame-o. The first top and the second top after that dead cat bounce was a bunch of lame-o crapola. So anyway, I don't want to swear, but come on, that was a fake out dumb. That wasn't even really the crypto run. We all know that's true. We all know that's true. If you were here for the last crypto run, that was a lame-o double top dead cat bounce, not even anything to write home about. Still should have taken some profits. Here's the thing. This step 4 or 5, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice for educational purposes only, in case I didn't tell you. Now, on this step 4 or 5, I have to make sure that I set sell orders. Hard to do it on an uphold because you can't take crap out per day, but 50K or something. What if you want to take 300K? Coinbase, you take 100K out per day, and if you got a pro account, you take 250,000 out per day. But on a Caleb and Brown, you could pull out 3 mil a day if that's what you want to do. You check it with your bank and do a wire transfer ahead of time and make sure that you set a kind of like a Neuralink messaging wise with your bank and Caleb. Do a test transaction. Not a test, it's a real transaction. Make sure you alert your manager. Go talk to your banking manager and say, I've done one. Do you see this with Caleb? Come have a seat and talk with me, please. Look it. Here's the deal. I got some crypto. It's about to go up like crazy coming up here. Mrs. Bank Manager or Mr. I already created the link with Caleb. Did you see that transfer? Yes, I did. That was an interesting little wire transfer for a couple grand or whatever you did. Good. Don't do a small, do a larger amount. Okay, good. Okay, good. Now look, Mr. Bank Manager or Mrs. Moving forward, when crypto cranks, I'm going to go pull the trigger very likely on 500K, 750K, $1.5 million. I'm serious on one transaction. Bank Manager says back to me, Frank, you better make sure before you do that, you alert me, make sure I know about that. And I know ahead of time, call me and be like, hey, I'm putting a big boy through and you'll be good because you've created the Neuralink. Boom, with Caleb and Brown. One transaction, done. Try to do that on the exchanges. You freaking can't. Bam! I am so sick of you guys are gonna get crushed. I'm sorry, I can't give financial advice. If you don't get on Caleb, you're gonna get screwed. I'm telling you, the exchanges are going to be crashed. You think they crashed last time? What's going to happen when this thing goes apeshit? I can't not cuss sometimes, guys. I can't. I'm sorry. I've got to work on it. Ape crap. Sounds so dumb. Ape crap. Come on. Ape poopy. What happens when this thing goes ape poopy? Guys, exchanges crash. You ain't got your monies. All right, anyway, you're going to make me crazy. I care about you guys. I don't want to see you losing your shirts. I don't want to see you being millionaires on paper, you guys. Yeah, that was a crazy rant. I do care about you guys. You guys are not. You need to get on board with Caleb. I'm getting pissed because I know a lot of people are not doing it. And a lot of people ain't doing it, I think, because they're in Australia, but I'm not sure. Tune in Monday, August 18th to our episode at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, and we are going to interview Jim Bizzani from Caleb and Brown. He's going to explain to all of y'all what the heck the difference is, way better than I can, and why, if you're not on Caleb, you're kind of not doing it right. I don't know how else to say that. If somebody is not on Caleb and Brown, they're not doing crypto right. That's kind of a bold statement. Kind of true. What are you thinking? What are you doing? Is what I want to say. I'm trying to stay in my seat right now. I care about you guys. Y'all going to be millionaires on paper, a lot of yous. Yeah, I got to talk real talk. I don't mess around. I'm sorry. I'm not being mean to you either. I never helped anybody about it, not telling them the truth with a little tough love. Anyway. All right, Doug. Oh, you guys I love that you guys are having your conversation on Satoshi. The comments, this is awesome. This is what I've dreamed of. Hey, guys, just so you know, I love it. I love that you guys are yapping in the comments and I'm going on with the show. It's fine. This is freaking awesome. You guys are totally having your thing in the comments. All right, finally, here at the end, I love it. My goal ever is to bring people together in the world. What a cool thing. Because otherwise I would have been born here alone, and so would you, and nobody would be around you in the existence. But we are all here together, aren't we? You got to set your preset targets, guys. You got to get ready. You got to have a Caleb set up. You got to make sure that, in my opinion, they're scouring 14 different liquidity providers for you to get you the highest price for your crypto, because they're not an exchange like an Uphold. They're different, or like a Coinbase. They're different. They are different. Once these orders are set on the way up and down the mountain, because nobody can call the top, and you want to keep an eye on this too, as the bull market's going. And if you stay on the program, if you stay on the show, we're going to continue to track the market, which, by the way, we'll get to markets in just a sec. Let me finish up the last of this little talk part. I think we've all seen this. Hey, little buddy. My dog wants to join the show. We've all seen this, and here's the deal. You want to set sell orders up and down the mountain, in my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. In my opinion. And keep an eye on it. And if the market takes off and cranks way higher than all of us thought, and all of a sudden we're like, wait, we're in an extended bull run here. This stuff ain't going to stop. The orders that I set before, oh, no, I don't think so. Boom, go back in and change them. Yeah, to your higher sell orders. So pay attention. Everything is in flux and moving, and anything can happen in any asset class, particularly a young one that suffers major, volatility swings like the crypto space. Right? Right. Be careful. Black Star, welcome in. I'm glad you are back in. Good to see you. I got to get to these comments. You guys are having awesome conversations in here, which I think is freaking hilarious. Totally cool. Let me just get to some of this. Make sure the bank you're using is crypto friendly. Nice point, Doug. This is what I mean about our community. Thank you. I missed that point. I was remiss and didn't mention that. Thank you, Doug. You got to make sure your bank is crypto friendly. It matters. I have a list of them. I'm not going to do the be right back and go grab it. That's kind of silly. You guys can AI it. It'll show you crypto friendly banks who are and who aren't. Nice point. You got to be careful, guys. Big Pause says my bank in UK is limiting crypto to 10K per month. Whoa, see what I mean? Dude, come on. Why are you doing this, banks? I know why you're doing it. But come on, banks. Playing dirty now. Yeah. Crypto's at 10K per month. My friend is 2.5K per month. Wow. Black Star, yes, you hopped on late. So Blackstar says, so I've never cashed out on anything big. Caleb and Brown, that's the place to go and set up shop and do business. It freaking definitely is. When you see, you will see. You will see the truth. And if you want to help us on the channel, go through our link. That does help us. But if you don't, I swear to you, I could give a crap. It's you first. Get yourself set up. Even if you don't use our affiliate link. Believe me, I'm going to make a lot. I'm not trying to be like that, but honestly, guys, I'm trying to be funny, but I'm going to make a lot of money in crypto. Come on. You know you are too. We are. Come on. Whatever. People are like, yeah, do the Patreon and all that. Get money every month from everybody. And, we might do something. Like we have a book we're putting out, and that's interesting, that we're going to have come out on Amazon to teach people about crypto. That's coming out soon here. But, I don't know. The Patreon and less than a cup of coffee, $4.99, less than a cup of coffee. Come on, once a month. I don't know. I might do it. I've got to provide something really valuable, more than just the cryptos I'm holding. I'm not trying to be a jerk, and God bless. People do what they wish to do. I don't want to judge other channels like that. I'm not being negative. I love the folks who are doing this, and I could turn tail, by the way, and charge with a Patreon. You know what I mean? I could turn tail. I'm not doing it at this time. My heart is telling me to not do that. To not get money from you guys every month. You give me the tap, the like, and subscribe, please. That'd be cool. Tap the old likeys. That helps me out. You know what I mean? It doesn't cost you except to move your freaking finger across the screen. That takes energy. So maybe you had to eat a little extra food to tap the like. It's minimal. It's probably 0.00001% of your food intake for the day, right? If we're going to get scientific. All right, stable coins are quickly becoming, that's literally how I research crypto. I'm a freaking whack job. Stable coins are quickly becoming integrated for payment systems. So may just be able to use RLUSD for your, from your phone, says Big Paws. Yeah, that's agreed. I agree, dude. And that's what we're talking about when we're saying, things like, hey, do you think that this is coming up shortly where, cab driver, everybody is all going to, no, I don't care where you are. You're on some dirt road out in, West Virginia, somewhere out in the woods, oh, geez, be careful, by the way, if you do that. Kidding. If you're out in, I don't know. You're out in Africa in the jungle somewhere and you get a cab ride or something, you pull out the cell phone, the person doesn't have a bank, but they got a cell phone, and boom, you're paying with RLUSD. Dude, this whole world is changing and it's freaking cool. Yeah, circumventing them, all of them that have abused for far too long. And no, they have, and didn't want the newfangled animal called crypto to topple their thing they've had going for all these years. Whatever happened to the 6% interest and 5%? No more. Goodbye. You could do it if you use a CD. Oh, no, you can't. Not anymore. Or I guess they're bringing that back now. But how funny. Dude, banks are... Whoo! Talk about shaking in your boots. Who is it? Tim Draper when he was talking to Gary Gensler and that famous. Wait, hang on. Now we're gonna pull it up. Oh boy, I gotta do it. Hold on, we got some comments going. Hang on, I'm getting to full screen because I'm getting boring now. Let's get to some excitement. Hold on. Are you going to do an audio book with the reading of it? That would be awesome. Chris, you are too kind to think that I actually could be exciting reading a book. That is giving me far too much credit. That's very cool of you. This is why I love these folks in the UK. They're so nice to me. No, I think we'll have somebody who actually could. You're awesome for saying that. I feel I'm very annoying with the voice. We could get somebody who's smooth and reads it neatly and doesn't. I feel like if I tried to read the book, they would, Amazon, they'd be like, now look, it's not what the book says. Because I sidetrack so much, right? So they're like, look, Frank, just read what it effing says. Stop sidetracking. I'm like, okay. And I'll be reading the book and blah, blah, and I'll be like, and that reminds me, blah, 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 blah. And they'll be like, dude, get out of here. You can't read the book. Let's get to share screen. Thanks for your vote of confidence. Guys, cryptocurrency market cap, 3.97 trillion when I woke up this morning early. Now it's at 3.98 trillion, and I'm practicing my Thurston Howell because we're all about to be very wealthy from crypto. And when you get very wealthy from crypto, you've got to kind of start talking like Thurston Howell from Gilligan's Island. It just happens naturally. Anyway, Bitcoin is running in at, yes, Dorky Boy is at it again. Thinks he's funny and definitely is not funny. Fear and Greed is in at a 62, and we are back into the old greedies because Bitcoin is at 119,868 now. Now we're going to see a run. What's Bitcoin's chart look like? What are we up for today? We're going to pop out of this nice little cup and handle here. Yeah, we're going to bust out of there, doggies. To hit what? I hate that it does that. Stop doing that mouse over, got to pull that thing up. If I want to find it, I'll click on it. Don't need to do a cute little mouse over all the time, you website creators. See what I mean about the sidetrack? Look at this. On 8/11, $122,000 Bitcoin now, child. All right, so I feel like we're going to pop out here and kick above this here. I think we're looking at an all-time high coming up this week. What do I know? I'm not a crypto financial whiz. What the heck do I know? Guys, I got to get the episode pulled up. Let me first just show you Caleb and Brown Right Quick Skis. You got to get yourself onto some Caleb and Brown. I believe it's 3.5% as a fee. When you're trying to make a transaction, any transaction on Caleb, and then you are also, what's the other point to make? Oh, scouring 14 different liquidity providers. Blah, blah, I don't want to say blah, 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 blah. There's a million things, and I'm not going to go into them all now. How's XRP moving on Fiat Leak? I want to check that real quick, and then we're going to jump real quick to that lovely episode. See? It always likes to make an X here like this. It's crazy. Look at this movement. Okay, here, I got to get to the episode here. I mean, the... Wait, hang on. Tim Draper interview with Gary Payne in the Gensler. What an annoying role to play in life. Gary Gensler literally played that role. And his brother's at whatever, as a CEO, as a PC, I don't know, whatever that firm is, his twin brother. What a weird thing to happen in the world, in the Matrix. Well, how odd. What a weird role to play in the Matrix, to say, I want to play that role as Gary Gensler. He played that role, and he knows he did. What a weird thing as a human to do. Could you ever do that? What a weird thing. Not judging, saying it's a weird thing. Got to see this real quick, guys. You know we got to see this now. Now, hang on.
The first thing that happens is they try to go, oh, it's nothing. Every new technology comes along, the incumbents, the status quo, all say, it's nothing. And then all of a sudden it's too big to get in there. You know, they're going, oh my God, I got to face this thing. And then they all line up and they wrap their arms together and they say, we're not letting this happen. And then it keeps going. And then they say, let's sue them. Or let's go get the government.
There's another thing they do. They adopt the technology. I think.
No, that's at the end.
Hey, Gary, shut your stupid yapper, dude. You don't interrupt a man like Tim Draper. You're not allowed. How do you like that one? Nobody said that yet on the internet. You're not allowed. You haven't earned that.
Adopt
No,
this technology.
no, this is the last thing they do. No,
Yeah, it's like
it's
the
after,
seven
it's
stages
after,
to be
right,
found
it's
out.
after
Why would I?
the press planting, they plant the press stories, they put out lawsuits, they create as much of a fuss as possible, they try to get their government friends involved, and then they go, oh God, this thing's happening. The first thing that happens is they try to go.
Yes, they do now, don't they? Oh my gosh. How fun. Guys, look at the movement on XRP. Just in the past minutes here, trading in the past minute, 256,000. Not much going to MENA, lot going to Asia Pacific, some going to the my Aussie peeps. What's up in Australia? How you doing right now? You are what, 14 hours ahead right now, Australia? Yeah. So right now, what is it, like 10 o'clock at night for y'all in Australia? Anybody watching me in Australia, hello and we love you. And UK, we love you guys too. Guys, the last thing I want to do is jump on XRP, of course. How can we not? Are we busting out of here today and pumping up well past this mark of $3.32 today? Bitcoin and the others running today and tomorrow and the rest of this week? I don't know. We're going to have to see. We'll have to see. I'm saying yes. I'm saying we can draw. Here we are on what? 7. We were at XRP $3 and what? 50, almost 60 cents, $3.62 right here. I'm saying let's draw a trend line here and we're going to call this, we're here. I'm going to call this by, we're in that zone there. I'm going to call this by another week or two. We are going to be past these levels. What do I know? What do I know? I am not a crypto advisor. I am not a financial advisor. I am here for informational and educational purposes only. I am so happy that Black Star, 2 Paws, Chris, you came in this morning. Marnie, thank you for stopping in. Do not see our buddy Luke in this morning. Luke, we miss you. Doug, where are you are in here? Nice to see you, Doug. Nelson and Turkey Base. We love y'all in here. We love you. We really do. We don't know you, but we love you. Yeah, I hope I'm cracking people up. I'm such an idiot. Guys, the thing is, is the 18th a full moon? Oh, crap. We did it to ourselves. Oh, no. Tank's gonna. You ever see Teen Wolf, that movie? I'm kidding. Guys, this is gonna be crazy. It's actually a full moon. Y'all know what that does to sensitive folks, to that structure. Hey, tell me what you. Oh, God, I can't get into it. I was going to get into some off topic stuff. We're ending it for the day. 2 paws. You got to throw something in there like that. Oh, it's on the 9th. Okay, cool. Thank gosh. Thank goodness. Guys, I love you. I hope you have a great day today. Thank you for tuning in on the channel. I will try to be funnier tomorrow and more exciting. I feel like I was kind of a boring blob today on a Monday. But I am excited about the week, and I hope you are too. We're all going to have an awesome week. Any crap comes your way today, give it a nice little smile and send it away, because that's what happens. Crap doesn't know what to do. A frown doesn't know what to do when a smile just like glares at it. So be like the sun and shine it away. I'm so stupid, right? I think you're not a poet, Frank. Just stop it. All right. Hey, have a great day. Love you guys. See you in the morning. XRP to the moon, dog.